time has come for the era of everyone. Snapdragon Pro Series presents Brawl Stars Asia Pacific. This week's Grand Finals has Cistlia and Winter, past entrants of Cup number 1, with Winter defeating Cistlia 2-0 at that time. So is this best of 3 going to be a rematch or just a repeat? Match 1 was a very closely fought brawl ball. Winter sieges Cistlia until they successfully eliminated Shu's Gale, then immediately collapse onto the goal, making quick work of Melty and Suzuku, scoring the first goal. Second time around, Melty tosses the ball over to Suzuku's corner, who then make good use of their super to keep Winter's brawlers away and isolated, but unfortunately Yotan's M's soon overpowered the squeak. Shu, in a desperate last stand, successfully held up the attack just long enough for his teammates to come back into play, giving Cistlia the opening they needed to reverse their fortunes. Together, they pushed all the way to the top, wiping out the entirety of Winter by nailing a quick series of eliminations before scoring the time-making goal just 2 seconds before the end. In overtime, the lack of obstacles proved to be a detriment to Cistlia, who were unable to pin down Yotan and Batuman, both having ample space to skillfully dodge attacks while making progress up the field. Menmi lands good hits on Shu, compromising Cistlia's defense, and Batuman scores the winning goal. Match 2 saw the teams take on a series of gem grabs. Winter's Menmi and Batuman kept the brawlers for this map, this time on the Tara M's Byron, while Cistlia went in with the Max Ruff's Barley. Despite the change-up, Cistlia still found it hard to overcome Winter, who started by picking up Melty and then Shu, cornering them back to spawn. Cistlia would then try to regain some ground, only to lose it once more when the M's unleashes her caustic charisma early. Batuman went on to catch Melty, while Shu trades with Yotan, which unfortunately leaves Suzuku yet again to fend for themselves, unable to approach the spawner. Cistlia persisted though, and after taking out Batuman, they were able to regain control over the spawner, allowing them to equalize the gem score and setting the stage for a final confrontation. By this point, Cistlia has regained their momentum and were 1 gem away from starting the countdown. Batuman took some serious damage, which instead inspired them to actually fight more aggressively, pushing Cistlia back and giving Menmi the space to pick up more gems, though it came at the cost of Em's life. Menmi then picks up the last gem and starts the countdown, putting Cistlia under pressure. Winter held on until Ems returned from spawn to unleash their super, securing them the round. Next round sees Yotan push a lot more aggressively on the Tara, and this put Cistlia in a tough position for the rest of the round, as Shu found themselves to be the unfortunate target of Tara's undivided attention. Constantly putting themselves in 1v2s, Yotan would frequently use the support from Beyond Gadget in order to even the odds. With Melty out of the picture and pressure mounting, Suzuku and Shu made the brave play to force Batuman's super out. What they didn't anticipate was Yotan dropping his shadowy figures to overwhelm Suzuku, and subsequently allow Winter to steal Cistlia's gems. This allowed Winter to dominate the round handily, and once the final gem was acquired, it was all but over as Winter backed off to run out the countdown. Despite Cistlia's best attempts to fight back, history repeats itself as Winter beats them 2-0 to take top spot for week number 4. This Grand Finals victory propels Winter to the very top of the leaderboard this week at 200 points, while Cistlia and Sang are tied for second at 130 points each. There's more Brawl Stars action to be had next week, so catch us again only on the Snapdragon Pro Series.